Mr. Gomez teaches a fifth grade elementary class at Central Elementary School and also coaches football for the school. This particular week, there is a big game against the rivals from Wilson Elementary on Thursday after school. Tony, Jason, and Max are the star football players for Central Elementary. Tony is the quarterback of the team, Jason is a lineman, and Max plays running back and linebacker. Tony and Jason are in Mr. Gomez's class, while Max is in the other class. There is also a math test on Friday. Mr. Gomez knows that he has 4 days to get them prepared, but he is also focused on the big game. Mr. Gomez introduces the new math lesson on solving two variable equations, and Tony and Jason do not understand why there are alphabet letters in their math problems. Tony and Jason can't complete their assignments, and so they will have to do it for homework. At practice on Mondays, Mr. Gomez does conditioning drills with film study of the team they face that week. After practice, Jason is bragging about getting the new Madden video game. Jason can talk football all day, while Tony is on his phone talking to his girlfriend, like always. Max asks if they understood the new math lesson on two variable equations and says he is going to ask his sister to explain it to him. On Tuesday, Mr. Gomez does some math practice problems, but only 30 minutes of math content due to PE and band practice as part of Tuesday's schedule. At football practice that day, Mr. Gomez installs the game plan, and it is very detailed, so the students go home tired and do not study. Wednesday's class was the day for Tony and Jason to really learn the math content. Unfortunately, class was interrupted due to a fire drill, so Mr. Gomez was only able to get 10 minutes of math instruction before lunch. Practice was light and non-contact before the big game. Coach Gomez is very meticulous with practice on Wednesdays as he is getting everything dialed in with plays and timing. After practice, Max asks if they are ready for the big game tomorrow, and Tony and Jason say they are ready. Then Jason says he's not ready for the math test. Coach Gomez overhears them and says that he will stay in for lunch on Thursday to give them extra support. Max says he wants to join them for the study session. Thursday is here and it's game day. The students are wearing their team jerseys to school. While walking to class, they hear students saying, "Good luck today! You got this! Let's get this W!" They were feeling the pressure to win. At lunch, Mr. Gomez starts to go over the math lesson with them. Tony is starting to understand that the alphabet letters represent a variable and completes a few problems to show his understanding. Max goes next, and he gets it. He has took time over the week to study with his sister. Jason is still struggling, so Mr. Gomez says, "Let's try this, Jason. If I were to write an equation that represented the score of a football game, would that help you understand?" Jason responds, "You mean like 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal?" "Yes, exactly like that. Let X represent touchdowns and Z represent field goals. So for this equation here, it states Y equals 3X plus 1Z. Can you tell me what that equals?" Jason responds, 3X, 3 touchdowns, that's 21 points, and 1Z is 3 points. So if I add them up, I get 24 points total. Mr. Gomez says, "I think you're starting to understand. How about Y equals 2X plus 5Z, using the same numbers for each variable? What does that equal?" Jason responds, "That equals 14 plus 15 if X is 7 and Z is still 3. "Yes, that's correct," says Mr. Gomez. Mr. Gomez continues to go over math problems with the students until lunch is over. Max, Tony, and Jason are prepared for the test and ready for the big game. Mr. Gomez is ready to see his students succeed after his detailed preparation and guidance with his students and football team.